Hello friends, I have been given the cleaning desk challenge via an Instagram friend. And as you can see, I know it's hard to believe that this is actually my desk, and I know it's terrible. I would normally work in this space here. You can see my blue mat, but I have family in town, and so I just kept throwing stuff on my desk that I was planning on using to create a true junk journal. So I'm thinking, since all these things are on my desk, that I might go ahead and use these for my Clean the Desk challenge. And if you can see, oh my God, Carl, will you shut up? You can see, I'm gonna zoom in real quick. This spot here is my collection of cardboard and envelopes. So I could take stuff from that. And then, of course, there's my markers. And let's see, what else do we have here? We've got the junk, which is right there. And my duct tape is over there. And my decoupage. Let's see what else we can find. Just container. I have some containers of things like over there. I think those are like mini cards. Here's all my ribbon. It's not all my ribbon. Here's some of my ribbon. Oh, it's such a mess. I'm gonna zoom out so you can get a true picture. So just so you know, that blue mat under that bag is my actual work, although, I mean, it's my workspace, but I actually could use the whole table. It's just a mess. And so there we go. That's my challenge. So we're gonna start off with this Dunkin Donuts box. I think what I'm gonna do for this challenge, believe it or not, is make a small but colorful junk journal out of true junk, and I'm super excited about that. These will all be journaling tags. This will be a very simple, one signature junk journal. I'm actually really excited about making this. Now, I'm going to start creating pages, and the plan is to use these paper bags. So we've got Dairy Queen, Tijuana Flats, and I've got a larger Dairy Queen. There's probably more on my desk. There is. Look, I'm going to show you. There's more on my desk over here, but let's start with these ones. I'm going to start with the small one because I feel like I can kind of figure out how I want to do that a little bit easier. The height is going to be great. I'll be able to trim the top if I want to. And I will trim the bottom, obviously. Now if I cut this, I'll be able to have pages from it. Actually, that height is almost right where we want it. I'm going to take a little bit off of here. In this journal, I'm not going to be worried at all about whether the pages are the same height. This journal is about fun. It's truly about fun. I'm going to have fun with this, and I'm not going to get caught up in any rules or, you know, hard, fast measurements or anything like that. So that'll be perfect. All right, so that one's done. I'll do this one next. loving this. This is so fun. So now I have some little pages here that I'll, put together somehow. All right, so this has been on my desk since about February, so I think it's a good time to use it. I spied this box that I kept because I thought the patterns on it were absolutely beautiful. Alright, so I think I have my basic layout. I've got the main book cover, and then I've got the tea box, and then these are not sewn in yet. Then I've got the bags, so they'll flip like pages. Oh, I totally forgot about these wonderful little things. I definitely want these in here. So what I'll do, maybe I'll put those in the center as pouches, where you can put journaling tucks or mementos or something inside, because this has like the Ziploc on it. So I think I should just sew that in. So this one, you can see that it was torn here. We'll go ahead and take it and cut it just so that it's straight, but I'm going to leave the rest as is. So I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to try to preserve the Ziploc that's in there so that it can be used to hold fun things maybe. Okay, it's getting interesting. I've got this pretty much how I want it, I think. And now these are clean and ready to go. This one I have the towel still in there just to dry it out real good. But so the way that these need to be sewn in, I'm just not quite sure how to do it, because I want to leave them as a pouch. I don't want to open them up like they're a book, so I don't want to spread them and then sew through them like you do the pages. Like they just go, your thread goes all the way through and then holds all of this in. But I don't want these to be like this, so I could, I was thinking that I really wanted this Sour Patch right up front. So I'm thinking I don't know, I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe I could attach it. Maybe I could attach it to a piece of, again, from my table. This is pretty firm. If I attach it to this and then to like one side of it, say this is folded, and I attach it to this and then this side gets sewn through. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna play with that a little bit. Okay guys, I've decided about the Skittles, how I'm gonna get that one. I'm going to adhere that one to this window box. This was the box that had the window in it. It's the perfect size, so I'm gonna adhere that. And then you'll be able to put little things in there, journaling tucks or tickets, maybe a concert that you went to or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. So 1 down, 2 to go. I'm going to glue, which I already did, and tape it in. This tape is on my desk, so I'm going to use it. I had just bought this on clearance, so that was a lucky find. I think it'll be a fun color with this project. All right, I am now ready to embellish the junk journal. Keeping true to the challenge that I received that we need to use the scraps on my table, let's give it a look here. It actually does look a little cleaner. We're gonna pan over to that spot right there, and I could add some of these little craft your scraps that I made a while back. I can add some of those to the pockets, the journaling pockets that I'm going to create. So I have is, another bag. I don't know if I need it, but we've got it. I've got some of these. These are paper strip packs, but I've been using them for journaling tubs. Oh, I have this little Dunkin Donuts bag. I had forgotten I had that to embellish. Also in that bin, I have a card. And then also on my table, oh my gosh, I almost dropped this. Also on my table is, whoops, you can't see it because there's so much other stuff in the way. I have some black and whites, and I have some more cards, that feeling when. I also have, oh my gosh, I also have these cards. These are kind of fun and whimsical. I think I'll use some of those. It says, let's do it, or you've got this. I like that. So I'm going to embellish, and since this is the inside cover, I think it could be cute to adhere this bag, and then a nice tall tuck could be put in the bag. So I'm going to start by doing that. Now let's see what I have on the table that we could put in there. I have so much stuff actually. It should not be a problem. Let's see. Well, these are tall. So let's grab one of these. And I will, you know what else is on my table? If we pan over here, on my table, you will see this, and so I'm going to put a brad in there. I got this little tool at Harbor Freight. It was really inexpensive. It was only $3.99, and it came with a 200 of these eyelet things, and you know, it does a good job. Look at that, for $3.99. Oh my gosh, look over here, guys. So if you look over here, I have a whole thing of ribbon, and my phone's going. I have a whole thing of ribbon. I'll use some of that. Alright, so we got that done. Let's find something to stuff in here actually. You know, I have a couple of these. Let's make a little book out of that. And then we'll stuff it inside the Sour Patch pocket. Got this decorated. So I would like to put a little something here, but leave some space for journaling. And on my table, I'm so fortunate because I'm really trying to follow the rules. No, I am following the rules. Only use what's on my table. And I'm very fortunate because I have lots of stickers. So let's find a sticker that will go in that corner. I think the donut's perfect. We're gonna go with that. And the rest, hopefully somebody will write on it. Now when we turn the page, we have this, which is a little tuck. Now it's pretty slim. So whatever we put in there, I kind of want it to be wide so it'll hold itself in there. I think that would work. I'm gonna look around on my table though. All right, this was a piece, it had a stencil in it and I had saved it because the board is pretty firm. So, and it was in that pile over there on my desk. At any rate, I think this would be great to use here because it's a wonderful size and it's firm. So what I'm gonna do is cut the top off and I'll put like a little sticker in the corner maybe, and then we'll use it, and then somebody can use this as a journaling tuck. That's great. Right there, that's catching, so I'll put a piece of this tape over it. Hi friends, a couple of days ago I was given the hashtag Clean Desk Challenge. So I had family in town, so I hadn't been crafting, but I had been throwing a bunch of stuff on my desk, which is also a table, because I knew I wanted to make a junk journal. I wanted to truly use stuff that was going in the recycling bin. So one day my guests got donuts, so I used the box as the cover to this journal. And one day they went to Tijuana Flats, and I joined in and went several days to Dairy Queen, which was yummy. So I wanted to give you a flip through of this fun journal using recycled materials. There's only a few things that I would consider to be new in this, which would be this duct tape here on the outside. The string that I put on some of the journaling tucks it's relatively new. I did use a new pack of stickers inside just to add a pop of color and fun. And this blue masking tape that you'll see throughout, that is new. I got that on clearance not too long ago actually. So, but the structure of the book is all recycles, bags and papers and things like that. I did add a few newer papers because I wanted the person to have plenty of space to write on. So, but it's truly structurally made out of used recyclable products. So I'm going to flip through it with you now. So the first thing we have is the cover, which is made from a Dunkin Donuts box. I used the top so that it wasn't dirty. I just cut the top off and used that. And then I covered the binding with blue duct tape. So when we first opened to our first page, there was a little bag that I used from Dunkin Donuts. Inside I just added some papers and one of these little cards. Here we have a Sour Patch Kid wrapper, and I adhered that to, this is a box that held tea. And then you can open the Sour Patch, and inside I tucked a little book I made out of paper from Dairy Queen. And it's just super simple. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this, but you could certainly write inside of that. And there's also a cute little tuck that I had made when I did a Craft Your Scraps video. When we flip the page, this is the back of this is actually the inside of the tea box, and this is a flip. You just could journal in there. This bag is from Dairy Queen. I added a sticker. And the way that the bags fold, it had almost this natural flap. I lined it with the decorative masking tape, and this is from when I purchased a while back die cuts or something. So this is a nice firm piece. You can see that there's still a, you know, the SKU number that they put on there. And I added a little sticker to it. Now we have a Tijuana Flats paper bag. And again, you know, that natural fold that paper bags have created great little tuck spots. So this was a card that I didn't like, so I recovered it and made it more fun. And I don't know why it's not opening. There we go. So I just covered it, but that's a nice journal spot, and then some fresh paper. And this I wrote right here, right now, but I used W-R-I-T-E instead of W-R-I-G-H-T. So this is one of my favorite pages because this is just fantastic. And this is a pasta box, but it had a window in it. So I attached a Skittles bag to it, but we'll get to that in just a second. So this was all stuff that was literally on my desk. And so I had some tea-dyed paper, I had some fresh paper because I had just recently made a journal using these colorful papers. I used everything I used literally was on my desk, and that was the challenge. So I feel very happy that I was able to do that. Stickers, and I had just bought those stickers. I feel very fortunate they were on my desk because I really wanted to follow the rules. So inside the Skittles package, the way that I cut it, I left the Ziploc part so somebody could add bunches of stuff if they wanted to. But I had some Craft Your Scraps tags that I had made, and you can journal on the backs of them. But I thought since this was just a colorful, fun piece that I made, I felt like I would go ahead and put those in there. And so back to a Dairy Queen bag here, again with a natural pocket. And all of this was on my desk. I feel so fortunate. This is like literally a scrap of paper that was tea dyed. But that's great that I was able to use all this. Now we have an M&M bag, and you can see I adhered it using the decorative masking tape, and it too has a Ziploc in it, so it can be closed. You know, somebody could put concert tickets in there, or, you know, just really anything to remember something. And more of these fun little tags. I just figured they were on my desk. I figured I would just add them into this fun book. So I thought that was great. Now, this is the back of the pasta box. I don't know if you can see it. I glued this blue paper on. This happened to be in a little bin that was on my desk. And I just added some paper and these tags. My ribbon also happened to be on my desk. I felt so fortunate. It's actually not just a desk, it's my dining room table, so I can fit an incredible amount of stuff on there. So this was actually a thank you note, but I covered the word thanks with this very cool sofa sticker. So it's blank inside, and I covered it using a little swatch of my fabrics. Oops, yep, let me do that, that's fine. Okay. So here is just little small, there's about 3 of them here, I think, little sheets. They're actually like Post-it notes, but I glued them on so that they wouldn't fall off. But this is a Dairy Queen bag. This is another Dairy Queen bag. It's probably, I think I had 2 of them, so I was able to cut them up and use them. So this is a Craft Your Scraps. This was like just some fun little cards I had from Valentine's Day clearance, and just some extra paper. And then this was a card also that said thanks on the bottom, and I covered it, and, you know, so somebody could use that if they want to. Whoops. One thing about the pockets from this is they're a little bit, they're a little loose, but you know, that's okay. It's just part of the character of this particular journal. So more of these, and then this is another one of the blue bags. I had a bunch of them out on the table, and so I made a little tag to go inside. And actually, I glued 2 of them together. So this is where I glued and taped them together. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, that's what I did. So on this side is another little tag here, and a little sticker on it. And then we have the other side of this tea box, and I put 2 pieces of paper here that can unfold for larger journaling space. This is the back of the tea box that I used, and some journaling space here. And then this is a Dairy Queen bag scrap, so I glued them on there, put a sticker. This little bag is the very last one that I have from Chili's, and they put their silverware in them. And so I like to use those in some of my journals. And more of my Craft Your Scraps tags. And I just thought the colors were perfect in here. So, and then there's the back. So there's the journal. That's my fun little junk journal that I made. I had a lot of fun making it. I think that I will definitely collect more items like this. They're pretty fun to put together. Actually, they're a lot of fun to put together. And they're relatively easy and pretty quick. So it was just a fun little thing to do. So I'm so glad that you spent some time with me today flipping through this fun junk journal. Thanks for watching. See you soon.